Extended classes can impersonate the type of object they extend using the cast conversion method. The converted object won't have any of the additional functionality of the extended object, but if it is later converted back into its true type, its methods will still be available, and the values of its properties will be maintained. The ability of objects to impersonate different types is known as polymorphism. You'll see how it works, and why it can be useful, in this lesson. To begin, open the StableBase project from your Sample Files folder. And open the code behind file of horseadmin.aspx. You're now going to add some code to the page load event handler to extract the button add new horse control from this page. Add the following code to the page load event handler. Control add new equals page.master.findControl main content.findControl button add new horse. The findControl method allows you to easily extract controls from a page. Because this page uses a master page, all of its controls are stored in the main content placeholder. The main content placeholder is held in the page.master.controls collection. But you can use the page.master.findControl method to extract it easily. Master pages are covered in session 12 of the Essential Skills course. Although you are treating the addNew object as a control object, this isn't its real type. It is only impersonating a control object. Let's add some code to extract and display the real type of the addNew object. Add the following code to the page load event handler. Response.write addNew.getType.toString. Now view horseadmin.aspx in your web browser. The actual type of the addNew object is displayed at the top of the page. It is, in fact, a button object. All controls in ASP.NET extend the control class. Because the button class extends the control class, any button object can impersonate a control object. Note that every object in C# extends the object class, so any object can be converted into the object type. Because every object can impersonate a different type, it can be said that every C# object is polymorphic. Close your web browser now and return to Visual Studio. Now let's examine the properties of the addNew object. Add a new line to the page load event handler and type addNew dot. The IntelliSense menu for the addNew object appears. Search for the text property in the IntelliSense menu. You'll find that the text property isn't available. The control class doesn't have a text property, so you're not able to access it. To access the text property of the control, you will need to convert the object back into a button object. Remove the addNew dot code that you just added. Now add the following code. Button addNew button equals begin brackets button add new. This code uses the cast conversion method to convert the control object into a button object. Now add the following code on the next line. Add new button dot text equals new record. You're now able to access the text property and change its value. Next, you're going to add code to create a new text box control. Add the following code on the next line. Text box new text box equals new text box. New text box dot text equals new record name. You'll now need to add some code to place the new control on the page. Type the following code on the next line. Page.master.findControl main content dot controls dot add begin brackets, and the IntelliSense menu appears, showing that only control objects can be added to the controls collection. However, C# will automatically convert compatible objects to the type of the collection. In this case, we have a collection of control objects. Note that, as you saw earlier, you would still need to manually convert objects into their extended types after removing them from a collection of polymorphic objects. Finish the line of code now with new text box. Note that the best way to add controls to a page using C# code is using a placeholder control. You'll do this in Lesson 6.1. Now view horseadmin.aspx in your web browser. The text property of the button Add New Horse control is changed, and your new text box control appears on the page. To display the text box control on the page, ASP.NET automatically extracted the control object from the controls collection, checked its type, and then converted the object back into its extended text box type. Close your web browser now, and close Visual Studio. You've now completed Lesson 4.12. Understand polymorphism.